This guy has too much muscle. If he wants to participate in the Olympics, he needs to gain 8 kilograms. But he has already maxed out his muscles, so he would only gain fat. What is he gonna do? The guy with too much muscle.
Can you have too much muscle?
And he has a big problem.
Li Dayin has a problem. He has too much muscle, and because of that, despite being a world record holder and world champion, an inability to go to the Olympics.
What? He looks insane though.
Oh, yes.
So for those of you who are out of the loop, the previously extremely competitive 81 kilo weight category lost its Olympic status last year. And in its place, the International Olympic Committee accepted the heavier men's 89 kilo category.
Oh, okay, so the 81 kilogram weight class lost the ability to perform at the Olympics. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, but that means that people would have to go up.
In competitive lifting, you've got different types of weight classes. So he is now in one weight class, but if he goes a weight class higher, his opponents will be also way stronger.
That is a big problem.
All of the best 81s moved up and all of the best 96s moved down. The 89 kilo category is the most competitive category on the men's side.
Interesting. So you got people from a lower weight class and from a higher weight class now competing in sort of a middle weight class.
I say all of the best 81s moved up, but that's not quite true because Li Dayin hasn't yet moved. To do so, he'll need to gain another 8 kilos, nearly 18 pounds in body weight. Ideally, the vast majority of which is muscle mass, but he can't. Li Dayin has a remarkable amount of muscle mass on his frame.
He looks so alien.
Yeah, it's crazy. Also the legs, by the way.
He is crazy lean.
And most people don't perform that well, that lean. So it's interesting to see that he's still so lean. So he could use a little bit of body fat, but 8 kilograms
Is so much.
Compare him to the other top 81s in the world, like Marin Robu, Kim Woo-jae, Regepe Regipov. He makes them look like untrained individuals by comparison.
Such a terrible problem to have. Damn, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers are with him.
Now, leanness isn't a particularly good predictor of performance in a weight category. There are plenty of Olympic champions without visible abs.
Exactly, so normally the strongest people in the world are not the leanest people in the world.
Li Dayin is clearly the strongest 81 kilo lifter in the world.
He is the best of the best, but that category right now is irrelevant.
So he needs to move up to a relevant weight class, and then he wouldn't be competitive anymore.
He isn't close to being the best technically. He doesn't stand out for his movement. He has the biggest pull. He drives the bar higher than anyone in the jerk, and he stands up the easiest in the clean.
By the way, this all means that as of right now, he claims natural and he is natural.
There's no way. Like in all top level sports, especially Olympic lifting, they're probably all using stuff.
But the challenge is very high that he's not natural. Dude has a massive amount of muscle compared to any other teams. Must be some good chicken, broccoli, and rice over there. That's what we talked about. It's probably not just chicken, rice, and broccoli. And then it would just be increase the dosage.
The 89 kilo category already has 2 Chinese lifters, and 3 cannot compete together at future competitions. Liu Huanhua can't cut to 81, he's too big, and Tian Tao was the #1 choice at that category at 89. It looks risky for Team China to select a 206 kilo clean and jerker like Li Dayin.
In the Olympics, your country can obviously not take everyone they want. They have specific people in specific sports that they want to bring. So the main question now is he going to gain weight, and does he need to prove himself that he actually is still one of the best in the world also at that weight class?
I assume he'd stick at 81 and rack up gold after gold.
So that will be the safe choice because he is already the best in the world in that weight class, and he's probably going to win everything there.
But just not the Olympics.
But his new Instagram profile is Li Dayin 89 kg.
If that's your Instagram name,
Then you're committing.
okay, let's see what he's doing and how Mr. Too Much Muscle trains.
What on earth is Li Dayin doing?
What is he doing?
And why is he doing it? Let's take a look at how Li Dayin, aka Mr. Too Much Muscle, trains.
I want to have that nickname as well.
it's
That's a cool nickname.
probably the best nickname you can have.
The training that tapers Li Dayin perfectly to be #1.
He still looks lean, but it looks bigger here.
Just in general, this sport is so interesting to me because it's focused on 2 lifts. Those 2 lifts are very complex, but it's just 2 lifts. It feels so monotone, but also
Epic,
not.
because you're focused on one thing and improving this one thing, and that has something to it as well.
Li Dayin turned up to the training hall 7 days out from competition, and training looks very different. Ultimately, you can't make yourself a better weightlifter at this point, but you can make yourself a worse one. You have to reduce the fatigue. How do you reduce fatigue? In general, less work, fewer reps, lighter weight, less time and attention, lower frequency. but reduce it too much and you run the risk of doing too little.
So this is a few days out from trying the 89 kilogram weight class. He's going for it, as we thought.
Yes.
As we expected. Is he gonna train extremely heavy? No. It makes sense that you're still training. You wanna get
Be active.
You wanna
and
be
the
active.
movement and the technical part is also really important in this sport.
But it still looks kind of heavy. For them, it's probably not heavy. 130 is heavy. But yeah, for him, it looks easy. So much load on the body.
The weight he pulls so high in the power clean that he barely has to bend his knees to catch it.
Just, yeah, it's just
Whoa,
yeah, like that.
that bend is so little. Normally you throw it up and then you have to go down all the way to catch the weight. But he's throwing it up like...
Reduce fatigue, reveal your 1RM power, and retain skill.
Yeah, but 170 kilograms.
In what world are we living? Where someone is lifting 170 kilograms over his head and call it fatigue managing or like deload.
We are weak. We are weak.
Slow the reduction in fatigue just enough so as not to lose fitness.
I find this a lot of reps.
It's with rest in
Yeah,
between,
they take a decent amount of rest in between, but
still, the volume is like still a lot.
he has a few days left. He's not gonna make the difference today.
No real range of motion, so no real breakdown of muscle tissue.
No range of motion, bro. That's a 200 kilogram front squat, full range of motion. These are holds.
Yeah, these are holds.
Wow, that's smart. This is the moment that you start doubting. If your weight that you need to get up there is a lot less heavy than the heaviest you've done in training, that gives you some security. By the way, 260 is a lot of weight. I wouldn't be able to stand with 260.
I would be crushed. Look at those straps. What is happening on his back? That is not human.
He has cushions on his back.
And then Li Dayan finishes off with a few isometrics, holding a band in knee flexion for his quads.
Look at his legs. Can you even call them legs anymore?
Lee went up from 81 kilograms, so he's gaining weight. At 88.48 kilograms, Lee was at the heaviest weight of an international career that began in 2018. He gained weight. He got to the 89 kilograms.
But now that he gained that weight, can he actually win in that weight class?
In the 89 kilogram weight class.
Yes, he's competing in 89.
171 kilograms.
Of course, now that he's moved up to the 89, he doesn't want to fall back into the shadows behind Tien Tao, so he's gonna have to put on a big show here in the snatch.
He has to perform to beat his teammates.
He just pulls that so fast. Oh my word.
You get 3 attempts to show how good you are.
This now 176 from Li Dayan. Wow. Li Dayan is not messing about.
180 kilogram, this will be a new world record.
So surely he's going to go for 180 kilos for a world record.
But he has already proven himself right now. Yes, he can handle this weight and this weight class.
But he's gonna do more.
89, yeah. And that is about the easiest snatch world record you are ever going to see. Li Dayan
What?
is a world record holder again in 2 categories.
This is so aggressive. Oh, he's gonna do the clean and jerk. Starting with 205 kilograms.
By far the heaviest opener of his career. He's got so much power in that pull.
Whoa, that went up fast.
And that is almost his personal record.
200.
216. That's 10 kilograms more.
Yes, that's a big jump.
It's a huge pull.
Bro, what the?
Can he hold it? He can't.
Okay, so his last attempt, he's obviously not gonna go any higher. 216 kilos.
It's a huge pull, and again he's up with it. Looked just like his last attempt. Can he hold it? Oh my word, Li
He
Dayan.
freaking did it.
I don't
What
think
the hell?
anybody really expected this to happen today.
Unless you're a gym goer, it's probably very hard to appreciate just how powerful guys like this are.
Exactly, this guy is throwing around 216 kilograms, even though he should almost not be able to deadlift that.
To be such an amazing athlete, you need to properly sleep.
And if you want to properly sleep and never be tired again, then make sure to check out our last video here. Make sure to subscribe for more. And wait. That's it.